Practical English Podcast.
Welcome back to the Practical English Podcast, the only place where you learn to sound like a native in the workplace. I'm Ethel.
And I'm John. Listeners, today is a massive day. This is day 7, the final episode of our Masterclass, Unlock Your English for Career 7-Day Challenge.
That's right. We're closing this challenge with the highest stakes conversation of all, the job interview in English. Today, we give you C1 level answers and the confidence to nail that professional interview anywhere in the world.
If you've been with us since day 1, you already have the tools, the confidence of the pause, the power of polite requests, and the clarity of a native speaker. Now, let's put it all into practice.
But before we dive in, if you love getting high-value, practical English lessons, hit that like button right now. It helps us know you're enjoying our content. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next fluency challenge.
We are going to jump right into a simulation. I'm the hiring manager, and Ethel is the candidate. Pay close attention to Ethel's structure, hedging, and high-impact vocabulary. Tell me about yourself, and why are you interested in this specific role?
Thank you, John. I've spent the last 8 years spearheading digital marketing campaigns in high-growth environments, primarily focusing on optimizing content performance across multiple platforms. I've recently decided to transition into a role with greater strategic depth, which is precisely why this opportunity at your firm caught my eye. Having said that, what really excites me is your commitment to data-driven narratives. It aligns perfectly with my background in streamlining content delivery to achieve measurable ROI.
Notice how Ethel immediately linked her past success, spearheading, streamlining, to the job's future need. She didn't waste time on college or hobbies. That's C1. The key takeaway here, always link your past success to the employer's future need.
I appreciate that. Now, let's look at adaptability. Tell me about a time when you faced a significant project pivot or change in direction, and how you handled the team's reaction.
Yes, I remember one situation very clearly. In my previous role, we were 75% through a major campaign launch. Proactively, I organized a 3-hour brainstorming session to gather key insights and formulated a new condensed delivery timeline. As a result, we delivered the revised campaign on time, successfully capturing the new market segment and leading to a 12% increase in Q3 engagement.
She quantified the result with 12% increase and focused on proactively organizing the solution. Remember, in any English-speaking work culture, quantifying your results is essential.
These next 2 questions test your self-awareness and negotiation skills, critical for any senior role.
That's a strong example of adaptability. Now for transparency. What would you consider to be your greatest professional weakness, and what are you doing to actively mitigate it?
That's a thoughtful question. I would say that at times I have a tendency towards perfectionism, a common, safe answer. That being said, I realize this sometimes slowed down workflow, especially during fast-paced projects. To mitigate this, I've adopted a 2-step approach. I now implement mandatory time boxing for detailed tasks, and I frequently utilize my project manager for quick gut checks, or as we say in the office, a quick second pair of eyes, before spending too much time over editing. I've found this has significantly streamlined my review process.
Perfect. She presented a common weakness, immediately pivoted to the action taken to fix it, and quantified the result. It significantly streamlined the process. This shows growth mindset, which is what C1 recruiters look for.
Now, to compensation. While we're still determining the final budget, what are your salary expectations for this role?
Thank you for asking. Based on my research into industry rates for a role of this seniority and scope in the market, I am comfortable discussing a range between $65,000 and $75,000 per year. On the flip side, my primary focus is finding a true growth opportunity and a good team fit. I am confident that once we define the full scope of responsibilities and benefits, we can agree on a figure that is commensurate with my expertise and the value I will be adding to the firm.
She used hedging and research. She gave a range instead of a fixed number and used C1 words like commensurate or equivalent and scope, range of the job. This is the most confident and flexible way to negotiate.
To elevate the level to C1, we need to show that the candidate is evaluating the company. This is done by asking about the work culture and onboarding process.
How do you define success in this role, and what does the first 90 days look like?
Ethel, I have one final question. How do you define success in this specific role during the first 90 days?
My definition of success centers on two key areas: assimilation and impact. In the first 90 days, I would aim to fully assimilate the team culture and streamline one existing content workflow. Success would mean moving beyond the onboarding phase quickly, building strong rapport with the key stakeholders, and delivering a proof of concept project that demonstrates a clear ROI, perhaps optimizing a high-traffic blog series.
Excellent. Her answer is strategic and results-focused. Assimilation is the key word to show she understands culture and integration. That's a very clear plan. Before we conclude, do you have any questions for me about the role, the team, or the company?
Yes, thank you. I have two questions that demonstrate my strategic interest. First, I've followed the company's Q4 performance closely. Having said that, what is the single biggest strategic priority for the content team over the next 12 months? This question shows she did her homework. Second, could you elaborate on the team's current success metrics? Specifically, how does the content department measure its contribution to overall business growth beyond simple traffic numbers? This question is C1 because she questions metrics and business impact.
Those are excellent high-level questions. Wow, what a strategy session. This is the end of our masterclass, Unlock Your English for Career 7-Day Challenge.
We are so proud of everyone who committed to this journey. You have demonstrated that growth comes from consistent practice. Your English is no longer just good. It is ready for an international professional career.
And your journey continues. We have many more videos and podcasts waiting for you right here on the Practical English Podcast. We cover everything from accent reduction to complex C1 grammar structures.
And now we want to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell us, what is your biggest challenge or the next topic you want to see on our channel? Your suggestions help us create lessons to directly assist our community.
Thank you for being part of our channel and for growing with us. Keep practicing, do the shadowing, and always speak with confidence.
We'll see you in the next episode of the Practical English Podcast.